way more of a mixed bag of reactions for Usher than I thought. Like, that Usher performance ended and I was like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you look to social media and so many people were like, that was terrible. I was very surprised. And even like my own family, we were all arguing back and forth. And it's just, it's very tough. I was very impressed by his like actual performance. I had feelings about maybe song selection, things like that. But it's hard to sing and dance like that. Like my sister was like, he was out of breath the whole time. I'm like, he's dancing his ass off.
He's a performer.
I'm like, what would you rather him dance and lip sync?
Yeah,
like,
no, that is Usher though.
Yeah.
Usher has always been a dancer.
Yeah.
That's one of his main things.
People
that
were
he's a
saying the
phenomenal
mic was
performer.
messed up.
yeah, I did see some criticism of just like the sound in general.
Yeah, I thought
Which
the
was
sound
fair.
was
But a
harder
ton
to
of people
hear.
there were like that. They were like,
Yeah,
this
they were
was
like, that was
incredible, and like
incredible.
I hope it translated to TV. So maybe for some people it didn't translate to TV as much. But I will say, like, I loved the beginning, and then it, like, lost me a little bit with some of the slow songs. Alicia Keys, obviously phenomenal. I cried. I teared up. I was like, that's a beautiful moment. And then when you have Ludacris and Lil Jon come out, it's impossible to not love that. Like, it's impossible to not be jumping off your couch out of excitement that they are on the screen. Also, Usher whipping out rollerblades for the Super Bowl halftime performance. Excuse me, the balls on him.
I know.
But also, how did he get them on?
I mean, like, no, he had some.
He's so impressive.
He had some unbelievably quick outfit changes.
I was
like, all of a sudden he was shirtless, and then like 12 seconds later he was back on stage fully clothed in rollerblades.
Yeah, I was thinking the whole time, I was like, Kim Kardashian must be salivating.
Oh,
like,
yes.
because we know how much she loves Usher.
And
I said that maybe she would be going just for the Usher performance, like literally just because it's an Usher concert for her. But I enjoyed it. I think, you know, every year it gets compared to past halftime shows. The 2022 halftime show was maybe the greatest in our lifetime.
Is that like the hip hop one?
Yeah, with all the rappers, when it was like Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, like, and then also 2014 Beyonce and Bruno Mars. Like, those two, to me, top two.
Yeah.
Top two. Obviously I loved Rihanna last year, but
her was
I don't know, like, it's got to be really bad for me to be like, you know, what was
Lady Gaga was phenomenal.
Was like,
That was
what was not? I don't know. And maybe like I saw a lot of people on Twitter too being like, maybe it's just an age thing. You know, the younger generation not as familiar with this catalog of Usher, which is super fair because every song, like for me, every song he sang, you're like, oh yeah, you know,
like
it's
another
like,
Usher song, yeah.
And of course, there were some ones that he left out that I really was like kind of surprised he left them out. But yeah, then her came out, and you know, it really is funny how at this point, like, she is still, like, she is so famous, but no matter what, when she comes out for a surprise performance somewhere, or there will be someone in your group who goes, "Who's that?"
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people still don't know
who's her. It's her. It's like Becca Tilley posted on her story. It made me laugh because it was like, me. Who's that? Haley. It's her. Like, like, who's her? So we had that moment with the group that I was watching with as well. I'm like, no, it's her. H-E-R, her.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's incredible. I love anytime she comes out and performs. There were sneaky a lot, like, will.i.am was on stage, am I right? Like, was that was him? I mean, like, for a second I was like, who is that? And
it just made me want Black Eyed Peas and LMFAO. Imagine a Black Eyed Peas and LMFAO Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas would be awesome.
No, he just really, I thought he put together a pretty impressive performance. I really did not have like I said, I think my only thing was, I would have swapped out maybe a song here or there for like
DJ Scott falling in love. Yeah. I thought it was great. I loved the outfits. I think he looks spectacular. And like I said, Ludacris and Lil Jon, you put them in anything, I'm excited.
Yeah, that was great. And like
I wanted Ludacris to go into like some My Chick Bad, maybe How Low. Like I was like, all right, can Ludacris do some songs now?
Right. My it made me slightly dizzy, but I also did enjoy it. Like the camera when Lil Jon first came out and he was just like jumping up and down in the crowd and they're all I was like, whoa, like it was like a lot, but also at the same time very fitting for Lil Jon.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna be as jarring as
Paradise
the Weeknd
host.
Yeah, the nothing's gonna be as jarring as the Weeknd one when he was in the maze and the camera was going crazy.
Yeah.
That one was a really dizzy performance.
I did like that Usher like started on the field too. I thought that was cool. Big, lot of performers, dancers. The band, I thought the giant band sounded incredible. It seemed like they figured it out as it kept going on. Like the sound things for me happened towards the beginning a little bit.
I wonder how it looks when you're at the stadium, because I feel like the whole performance is done for the camera.
Oh, it is completely.
Because I'm sure they can see Usher like changing on the side, like if you're just there.
It's a totally like
the people there though were loving it.
Yeah, seeing Rihanna perform and then like going home and watching what it looked like. It's so different. So it's no surprise like for when you could see, because you could obviously tell from even just TV how many dancers and band members and performers were all out there. So when you're in your seat and you can see the full scope of everything that's happening, it's a totally different experience than like just a zoomed in camera on Usher.
Yeah.